conned me into a fake marriage. And then you tried to con me into believing that you were dying, and then you tried to con me into another marriage. None of that, absolutely none of that is endearing or romantic. If you want a wedding...
No if, when. I want a wedding. I'm not going to give up.
Okay, well, prepare yourself because I'm calling the shots.
Absolutely. All I want is for you to be happy.
No, all you want is a ticket back on the gravy train.
That's not true, wife.
I'm not your wife.
Not from lack of trying.
Okay, if you want a wedding, guess what? It's here in this house.
Okay, no problem. That means we don't have to make, flight plans. We don't have to get a minister. Since Alice was ordained online between wrestling matches, she can marry us, put us in a headlock, and we can start the honeymoon tonight.
That's not happening.
No headlock?
None of it. I want a Christmas wedding, and I want it done right.
Christmas. You know what? I've waited this long, I can wait another month.
And I want a dress. I am not walking down the aisle dressed like a hillbilly harlot, covered in rhinestones and fringe.
Great, great, great. You'll have a beautiful gown. No feathers, fringe, or frou-frou.
And I want a room full of family and friends.
Well-wishers. That shouldn't be too hard.
And let's not forget about that prenup.
You got the prenup.
And more than anything, I want it sober.
Then don't drink.
Just to make sure I heard, would you mind restating the terms?
$1 million if you and Maya stay married for a year.
Okay, see, a year seems like a very long time, so how about 6 weeks?
Oh, gee, thanks. I love being married to you, too.
Don't be so quick to judge. You see, when you woke up from your drunken stupor in Las Vegas, you could have annulled the whole thing, but you chose not to.
Yeah, we thought about it, but we had this incredible suite.
With an incredible bed.
Okay, seriously, now we're in the real world. All right, I know you're trying to help in your own way, but you cannot pay me to stay married to someone for a year.
Thank you, thank you. And now you're gonna tell him that you're not gonna be bought either.
Let's talk terms.
Look, I'm sorry. I don't know why I went off on you like that. You probably hate me right now.
No.
You should.
Hey, look, you're not gonna turn into one of those controlling guys who tells a girl how to feel, are you?
No, I mean, I just did, but I didn't mean to. And screw that. I said it. It's on me.
Why are you so determined to hate yourself?
Maybe I'm hateful.
I don't see it.
Maybe you should look harder. I just went off on you for no reason.
No, I asked you to talk about prison and it made you mad and you wanted me to back off. Something happened to you, Michael, that was brutal and awful. Okay, but that doesn't define you. That's not who you are.
I just proved the opposite.
No, I pushed too hard again. I mean, I want to be the one who helps you. I don't even know why. I mean, I guess I have to figure that out for myself.
You can't help me.
If you don't want to talk to me, it's fine.
I do. I do want to talk to you. I just can't.
Then talk to someone. Please, Michael. You are too good a person to let whatever happened wreck you.
I was explaining to Dante how you always push yourself, even to the point of getting sick. And that reminded me of when you were in the hospital, delirious, I'm calling out his name.
Wow, okay, can I speak to Suzanne alone for a second?
Yeah, sure, yeah. I'm out in the hall if you need anything.
No, actually, Jason has a lot of guards here, so you don't need to wait out in the hall. If you
It's okay, it's the city's dying, they're gonna pay me.
I'll pay you double to go.
I mean, no thanks, but I'm gone.
He cares about you.
What are you talking about? You don't even know him. Look, just... whatever has happened is none of your business if I haven't already spoken to you about it. Can you comprehend that? It's nobody's business. Please just leave it alone.
Your life, your career was on track before I got into the picture. I just want to let you know that if you need anything, and I'll be around, but I don't want to...
Picking up where we left off?
No, I just don't want to cause you any more damage, and that's... But I told you before, I'm sorry.
Don't be. And that's not what I was going to ask. Sonny, I understand we're over. And I just want you to know that I wish you well, and I really mean it. And that I think you did right by both of us to end it, so I'm not compromising myself or my ethics, and you are absolutely free to go after Brenda without feeling guilty.
That's not what I'm doing.
No, it's not a judgment. You were honest with me about your feelings for Brenda. You told me about the history you had with her, about how many times you guys tried to make it work, and...
There's a reason it didn't.
Yeah, but maybe there's a time in your... This is the time, maybe in your life right now, where you could finally make it right. You're never going to know that if you're still sitting on the fence trying to think of all the things that can go wrong. I mean, it's a risk, yeah, but it's love, right?
Right.
So what you can do for me is get off your backside, get off that fence and follow your heart.
Hey, I'm glad you came.
Glad you called. How you feeling?
I'd be a lot better if Lisa Niles wasn't trying to get me fired.
Yeah, I saw her at the PCPD the night of the fire. She said that you accused her of starting it?
And of course, there was no proof. So once again, Lisa gets away with murder. Attempted murder, anyway.
I understand Lisa's going ahead with her petition.
Yes, and I'm going to fight it.
Robin, you have to focus on your recovery.
I deserve the chance to tell my side of things.
I know, but you have to get healthy first.
That's why I called Nicholas. I actually want the board to come to me, and that's something you can do, right?
Well, I guess I could probably do better than that. As chief trustee, I can probably get the hearing stalled for a month or two, I suppose.
Which would give you time to heal.
I don't want to stall. I want to prove that Lisa is a liar, and I want to do it now.
Lucky is
I didn't want to get into this at the park. It was a little awkward that my children were standing right next to me. But I have to admit, I was kind of surprised that Lucky would introduce my boys to someone he met working undercover with Interpol. I don't want my children in any danger.
Oh, I'm not a danger to anyone. Unless you're drunk and you're trying to stiff me on the bill.
Am I supposed to take your word on that? I just don't know anything about you.
I come from Galway. My father was fond of whiskey, telling tales and chasing women. I never attended university. I really didn't see the point much in higher learning. I've waited tables all over Europe and have a knack for picking the wrong men. My last boyfriend wound up dead in the gutter, courtesy of Ronan O'Reilly, the man that Lucky was pretending to be.
Has Lucky told you anything about his personal life or our history?
What are you doing?
I need to speak to Elizabeth. Would you mind giving us a minute?
Oh, take your time.
Why did you come here to see Siobhan?
Lucky, when you introduce our kids to a complete stranger, I get to be a little curious and concerned. I don't really like the idea of my boys hanging with some woman you met undercover. I mean, believe me, I get the appeal, okay? She's a beautiful stranger with an accent and vagabond past who knows nothing about yours. You get to be whoever you want. But so does she. And what do you really know about this girl?
I know all I need to. Look, if you're worried about the boys
It's not just the boys. I'm worried about you, too.
All right, let's review the details of our agreement. The wedding will be here. Christmas, kind of sappy, but I don't mind. I also don't mind putting on a monkey suit, taking some lovely wedding photos. But let's be practical. We're celebrating a wedding. There should be at least a modicum of liquid refreshment.
I want a wedding I'm going to remember. I want a wedding you're gonna remember.
Then let's do it on the beach in Bali. Say our vows over Mai Tais at sunset. That I would never forget.
Christmas, here, family and friends, prenup and sober, your call.
Deal.
1 year, firm.
Then we want the $1 million tax-free.
Okay, we aren't agreeing to anything.
Done.
This is not fair. Pay close attention. I do not want to stay married to you.
Come on, you walk away from this with $500,000 tax-free. We get to sleep together the whole time. How could you say no?
Well, we are getting married.
Drinks all around.
Good.
Not so fast.
You probably shouldn't.
Well, no, don't worry about it. The judge lifted the restrictions on the parole. We get to see each other whenever we want.
Are you serious?
Would I joke about something like that? It's right here, his signature.
Dad, this is unbelievable, man. I miss you.
I missed you too, bud.
I can't believe this is real. How did you pull this
No,
off?
I didn't do it. I didn't do it. Claire Walsh filed the petition.
Claire, when she found me in your office, she threatened to turn me in for a parole violation, even though I was there to see Jason. Why would she make it okay for us to see each other now?
Well, Claire reacted to something that was going on between her and me. Had nothing to do with you. You did everything that you had to do as far as staying out of trouble, following the rules and all that. Claire sees that now. She thinks you've been punished enough. Obviously, the judge feels the same way. Otherwise, he wouldn't have signed on that paper. So basically, you made it happen for both of us.
You need Dante reassigned?
What?
I don't want Dante to guard me, so can you just, make a phone call or bribe a judge or whatever it is that you do and get him reassigned?
Well,
Please?
I thought you trusted Dante.
It's not about whether or not I trust Dante. Every time I see that guy's face, I think of guns and blood and stuff that I don't want to think about. So if you could just get him reassigned, I would really appreciate
Whoa,
that.
Is there something else going on here? Is there more to it?
No.
No? Then why don't you want Dante guarding you all of a sudden?